A man who built a home building and commercial development empire in South Florida is dead, dying by suicide this morning as FBI agents investigating a murder-for-hire plot were trying to take him into custody.
Sergio Pino had been accused in his divorce case of trying to harm and intimidate his wife of 32 years. And the FBI was moving in when he ended it inside his Coral Gables home. That's what we find ABC6 reporter Tony Piptone. He's live at Coco Plum in Coral Gables with more for us this evening. Tony.
Yeah, Jawan, for 2 years, allegations of arson, stalking, and poisoning marred the divorce case of Sergio and Tatiana Pino. But after what her attorney alleged in court papers today was an attempt to murder her last month, the FBI says this case became a murder-for-hire case. And today, the man at the center of it was found in his house back there, dead with a self-inflicted gunshot. With their shares of Century Home Builders Group and related entities, Sergio and Tatiana Pino had amassed a fortune, according to court records, a net worth in 2022 of between $150 million and $360 million. How much of that belonged to Tatiana was at the center of a dispute that Tatiana's lawyer told us last week got ugly.
My client feels very strongly that he has been trying to poison her for 2 years before that.
Sergio Pino's attorney told us there was no objective evidence of poisoning, nor, she said, was Sergio responsible for the torching of 3 cars outside Tatiana's sister's house. 4 men, including one Tatiana told the FBI worked on the Pino's yacht, are in jail, charged with a conspiracy to stalk her and set those cars afire. They've pleaded not guilty. Today, at this house in Cutler Bay, a 5th man arrested by the FBI in its murder-for-hire investigation, as Tatiana's divorce court filing lodged the most serious allegation of all, a gunman attempting to murder her last month outside her Pinecrest home. The same home where last August, the FBI alleges a man tried to plow a truck into her car after she returned from a divorce court hearing. Tatiana's attorney wrote that Sergio's incentive to have her killed is simply their fortune. He would get it all if she died before the divorce was final. She and Sergio were due in court this week for a key hearing in the divorce, but Sergio got a delay in the case after telling the judge he was overwhelmed and distraught by the investigation into him. Today, with his suicide, an indication of how distraught he may have been. Now, in a statement from Sergio Pino's divorce attorney we just received, she says there is nothing to indicate that he ever harmed or wanted to harm his wife. And she adds, the combination of unnecessarily destructive divorce litigation, along with what she calls selective and salacious media coverage, was humiliating to him and led to this tragedy. Now, we may find out more about what led to this tragedy as those 5 men who are charged proceed through the federal criminal justice system. One of those men worked on Sergio Pino's yacht and said that he was recruited by someone not named in court papers to bring the others in to commit the crimes against Tatiana Pino and her family. Reporting live in Coral Gables, Tony Piptone, NBC6 News.